3 larger chunks that I was able to take, 3 larger bites out of that goal that I was trying to achieve. And so I began to take larger and larger bites, and the momentum began to increase so rapidly because I was consistent at what I was doing, right? And I didn't try to take on more than I could chew, as the saying goes, right? Bite off more than you could chew. I didn't try to bite off more than I can chew. I waited until, right, I had the appetite to handle it, and then I went ahead and I dug right in and I made it happen. And that is how you begin to achieve your goals, guys. That is how you begin to take steps in order to create the life that you want. You know, I started off this podcast and I had my notes out, and I'm creating a course, right? I'm creating a course, Top 25 Mistakes course, and the first module is victim mentality. And I was going to start off this course talking about the victim mentality and how you can avoid the victim mentality in your life, and how you can start to create the life that you want if you begin to shift and shape and mold and move your life, okay, in order for you to begin to take responsibility for what you do. So I'm not going to get into that today. I'm going to get into that tomorrow. So I'll be getting into my Top 25 Mistakes course tomorrow. I'm going to talk to you about a lot of the questions that I am presenting to you guys to help you to step out of those stages. Each stage in my course is going to help you to move to the next level to achieve the life that you want, guys. Each stage, that is what it's going to do. It is going to help you to have the life that you want, right? So, you know, the first module is about victim mentality, guys. And the reason why I start this course, and let me tell you a little something about that course. The reason why I started my Top 25 Mistakes course with victim mentality is because of this, right? Many years ago, I was working at a job, right? I was doing security at a job, unemployment, and I had a female come in, and she was talking about how her employer fired her. She's here at unemployment because her employer fired her because she didn't show up to work. Now, some of you may say, man, that is ridiculous, right? Why would an employer fire you for not showing up to work? And the other ones of you guys who are where I'm at, you know, who was a supervisor for years and years and years, you would then turn around and say, of course you got fired. You didn't show up to work, right? Regardless of your excuse, the job requires you to be at work. The job requires you to sign a contract, and in that contract, it says some of the things you're going to do at work, right? What are you going to do at work? I'm going to do this job, this job, this job at this level of efficiency. That's what you're going to do at work, right? On top of that, right, you have a requirement. I'm working 5 days a week, 8-hour days for 40 hours a week. That is the contract that I'm signing for you to then turn around and pay me a paycheck, right? It doesn't matter whether my car broke down. It doesn't matter whether I don't have any money to catch a bus to work. It doesn't matter, okay, whether my baby is sick or my mom is sick or I have to help my brother out with a problem or a situation. None of that has anything to do with the contract that you signed to show up to work on time. None of that has anything to do with it, okay? So then for you to turn around and say and blame your employer that you got fired for not showing up to work is classic victim mentality. That's classic victim mentality, okay? Everything that led up to you not having a job anymore was your choice. But instead of you saying, I did this, I did that, I take responsibility, I'm sorry, I apologize, this is what I did, this is what happened. No, you turn around and you blame your employer for firing you. And now you sit here at unemployment, looking for a job and looking for sympathy, basically, right, to help to appease the fact that you chose not to take charge of your life. You chose not to show up to work. You made all of these decisions, but you want someone else to be the fall guy for your problems. That's victim mentality, guys. And so I'm going to be getting into a lot more of this tomorrow. But that is what inspired me to really start putting pen to paper, writing my book. That was my first chapter, and from there it just skyrocketed. 25 mistakes that I saw people making that were having a bad life, and I needed to get that out there to people to stop the illusion of people feeling that they didn't have control over their life. Everyone has control over their own life. You may not have control over everything that happens in your life, but you have control over what you do after something happens in your life. Your decisions are your decisions. Whether they're profitable or whether they're not profitable, whether they work for you or whether they don't work for you, whether they're emotional or whether they're not emotional. They're your decisions, and your decisions to make, right? Okay, I tell people all the time, you can argue to hell or high water with somebody to try to convince them that you're right and they're wrong. At the end of the day, no matter how good your argument is, what's going to happen to them in their mind is they may say, okay, you got that, in order to shut you up. But in their mind, they're not convinced. Man, I'll tell you what, no matter how much you argue with somebody, right, they will never believe you. But when they come to the conclusion of their own, they're locked in, they're solid, right? So you got to begin to learn how to help people to come to a conclusion on their own in order to create the life that they want. So that's it. That's all I'm still talking about today. I'm going to get into this tomorrow. I got some things that I need to do inside the house to help my wife out, you know. So I'm wrapping it up. It is dark out here a little bit, and I'm outside, but the air is fresh and it is beautiful. So I figured I would talk to you guys tonight out here on the patio, and just talk about some of the things that it's going to take for you guys to create the life that you want. So that's it for tonight, man. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We're going to get into my course tomorrow, my top 25 mistakes en route to the good life course. I'm going to be talking to you about all of the questions that I have lined up in my course and some of the talking points that's going to help you guys through each phase of my course in order to create the life that you want, man. So this is Lieutenant Sound Blue. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a fantastic night. Signing off. Deuces. Listen, matter of fact, before I sign off, guys, make sure you guys check me out, right, at lieutenantsalblue.com. I was having some problems with my website, but now you guys can hop on over. I believe some of the kinks are worked out, so come on over, check me out at lieutenantsalblue.com, right? And I got some special offers. Got my book for free, so you can grab my book, Top 25 Mistakes, for free. I got a little upsell bump. You can get my audiobook as well. You could play that at 10x speed, so you can get through it in a day. And it's just tons of value that I'm giving out, man. Tons of value. Got my course, and I got my one-on-one coaching. So click on over to lieutenantsalblue.com. Check out all of those great things that I have coming your way. And also check me out on all the social platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as my Facebook group, Top 25 Mistakes, where I will give you direct answers to any problems that you have, okay, that you present to me, and I will help you solve them. So hop on over there, and I'll check you out tomorrow, guys. This is Lieutenant Sound Blue, now signing off. I will talk to you later. Deuces.